Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are making sourdough discard sandwich bread. You need a scale for this. Make sure you put it on grams. Everything is going to be weighed in grams. We are going to start off with 100 grams of sourdough discard. I use this straight out of the fridge. You don't need to have it sitting on the counter warm or anything. I literally use it straight out of the fridge. In this video, you see me using two different jars. That's because I just ran out from the first jar and I had to go to my second jar of discard. Make sure you clear your scale back to 0 and then add 250 grams of water. You're going to clear your scale to 0 again and then add 500 grams of bread flour. And if you're like me, you add too much and you have to get a spoon and you scoop some out, because that happens all the time because I just pour like crazy. Next, you're going to take, I use a Danish dough whisk, I think is what it's called, and you're going to stir it up until it looks kind of like crumbly dough. You just want all the moisture to get in and soak up with the flour. And I will show you in a second just what it's going to look like. That's what it's going to look like. Spray your bowl that you're going to put your dough in later. Now remember, you're going to let that sit for 30 minutes before adding these ingredients. You're going to add 20 grams of sugar, 10 grams of salt, 7 grams of yeast. There you go. That's what it looks like. And then you're going to add 60 grams of salted butter, but softened salted butter. So leave it on your counter, make sure it's softened. Add your dough hook and then turn it on low. Start it on low for a little bit and then maybe bump it up one notch after it gets going, just so it mixes a little better. This can take about 5 minutes. I'm always making this at like 6:30 in the morning, and so I'm making breakfast, or I'm fixing breakfast while this is going, getting all my stuff prepped. That's what I do while it's mixing. Otherwise, you're just sitting there staring at it forever. But yes, it will take about 5 minutes probably to get it looking nice and good. So once it is done, you're going to turn your mixer off. You are going to detach the dough hook. Sometimes the dough sticks to the hook. Sometimes it falls into the bowl. Whatever happens, happens. This time it fell off the dough hook into the bowl. So you're just going to take your bowl and you're going to scrape your dough. That's what it looks like. You're going to scrape your dough into your greased bowl that we sprayed earlier with the non-stick spray. Smush it down a little bit. Then we are going to get a towel and we are going to cover it with a towel. Don't get it stuck in the drawer like I did. Cover it with a towel and we are going to cover it for about an hour and a half. That's what your dough looks like going straight into the bowl. Next, we are going to spray our pan. It has been an hour and a half. Our dough has doubled in size. It is looking absolutely beautiful. And so now we are going to flour our counter with some bread flour. And then we are going to dump the dough onto the counter, get a little flour on our hands, and then we're going to spread it out into a rectangle. You don't got to do it super fast, just do it. Then we're going to roll it up kind of like a sleeping bag. And I like to scooch a little flour on my hands, just keep stuff from sticking. It's not going to stick that bad. But roll it up like a sleeping bag, and then I just kind of like move it around, tuck it under. You want those seams nice and tight underneath. And when you think it looks good, you just pick it up, put it in your pan, and we are going to cover it back with a towel again. This is what it looks like going into the pan. And remember, cover it with the towel. And then an hour and a half later, this is what it looks like. It has spread out and it has filled up the pan. It is looking good. We are going to bake it at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. Yes, 45 minutes to bake our bread. 45 minutes has passed, and now we are going to get the bread out of the oven. There it is. It looks beautiful. It looks golden brown. We are going to dump it out on a cooling rack, and I usually let it cool for a couple of hours before I put it away. And yeah, that is sourdough discard sandwich bread. It is super easy, not complicated at all. I make this 2 or 3 times a week because my kids eat toast every morning for breakfast and sandwiches every day for lunch. We go through a lot of bread. But that's it. Beautiful bread, slices nicely. If you like this video, give me a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.